This is the latest single by Kiwi band L.A.B. It's called Ocean Demon. And very exciting news from the band. They are back with a new album, their 6th album in just 7 years. L.A.B. 6 was released on Friday, and 3 members of the band are with me now, Joel, Stu and Miharo. Welcome. Hello.
Kia ora. Kia ora.
So good to see you all. Congratulations on the new album.
Thanks. Cheers, thank you.
6 and 7 years. You boys work hard.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not really common, is it?
Not having 5 albums in 5 years is not common at all. No, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. Yeah.
But obviously the creative juices just keep flowing. Or are you guys quite disciplined with the way you go about writing and recording and things?
Right, I think the juices have just keep going. We always turn up to the studio with no idea what we're doing. We just go straight into the room and pick up our instruments and just play. And that's how we write.
This one took a little longer than previous albums, though. Why was that?
Yeah, well, we originally had a goal for 3 albums in 3 years. Did 5, and then last couple of years we've had a awesome amount of touring overseas, and we thought we'd just let the 6th one cook a little bit longer, and it's paid off. We're really proud of the album. So
I like the way you keep it simple. And you just label them 1 to 6. So, you know, that you can keep track of kind of where you're at. How do you rate this one compared to the previous 5?
Yeah, I think because we've taken a bit more time on it this time around, album 5 felt like a hard album to record just with where we were as a band. It was post-COVID. It was, lots of touring had started up. So it was kind of difficult. This one feels like we've given it the time of day and really marinated on the songs, and super proud of it. I think it's a strong album from us, and looking forward to our fans hearing it. Yeah,
I heard a rumor that you had 30 tracks lined up for this album.
30 ideas, maybe not tracks, but we definitely we throw so much stuff at the wall, and then whatever sticks we kind of roll with. Like Stu was saying, we start with the blank canvas and just throw ideas out, and if it works, then we follow that thing and get in the muse, and next minute we've got a song on our hands. So it usually takes a day, sometimes half a day. We'll get a song down. Do you all agree then on what sticks, or is it kind of obvious? You can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
You can kind of feel it in the moment, and when you listen back to it, you go, "Oh yeah, that's worth kind of pursuing." Hey.
Mm-hmm. So where does that inspiration come from?
Just our old influences, I think. We've got a massive range of music that we all grew up on, and we all played as kids. We would cover bands with our parents and stuff like that. So it still stems from those days, old 70s sort of music, into the 80s heavy metal, and into the 90s R&B. It's just all over just a massive amount of influence, and it just keeps coming out of our creative brains, I suppose.
Sometimes there can be conflict within bands when everybody's contributing. How do you guys work together? Does everybody contribute?
Yeah, everyone does contribute.
We do, but we have one guy at the whip, which is Brad. Brad's pretty much the leader. He calls all the shots, but we still all put in our creative energies in that. But ultimately, he's the one that sort of says, this is how it is. Because he's a bit of a producer as well. He's done a producing course and all that stuff. So he's got a really good ear, and we trust him to lead us.
It's key. Yeah. It's key to have that, I think, in a band. Otherwise you have too many chiefs, not enough Indians kind of situation, and it's like nothing gets done. So it's nice to have somebody lead in that sense, because he just goes, yep, and we'll be sitting in the studio. Mihara will play an idea, or the keys. Stu will play something like that, and it's like, do that again, and Brad just knows how to harness the idea and turn it into a song. He's just got this amazing way of doing that. So
you've been travelling a lot over the last few years, so how does that fit in with recording? Are you writing on the road, or do you just leave that for the studio?
Yeah, we sort of just leave that for the studio pretty much. We've tried it before, doing both of them at the same time, and it kind of didn't work. But so we do separate studio life and tour life. But when we go to the studio, it's just all work, a whole week, almost 24/7. Yeah, we sleep in studio, and we just work all through the night. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
When you come back from a tour, Have you got the energy to launch into new music? You know what I mean? Because it's pretty exhausting life, right?
Yeah, we give ourselves time at home. I think, kind of going back to your question about where do we find those creative juices, it's essential that all of us get away from the music and have those things outside of music that fuel us, which, we all have. So whether it's family, jiu-jitsu, running, motorbikes, all that stuff, and then you come back to the studio and you're ready for it,
What have the gigs been like? Because you've been playing all over the place. What are the audiences like in the States and the UK and Australia? And
incredible. We've had the first time actually in Europe last year. We played in Europe. And Amsterdam was incredible. Played at a place called the Paradiso, and it was just,
it was just
unbelievable.
crazy,
We just couldn't believe the European fans that we have, and looking forward to going back there, soon, hopefully.
Well, you're off to the US next, aren't you?
Yeah, Wednesday we're going to Hawaii.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cool seeing the different countries respond to different songs, What goes off in New Zealand doesn't necessarily go off over there, so that's been really cool.
It must be because there's people react to songs. Like there's some songs that you will have to sing for the rest of your life. Like you will never be able to play a gig and not play In the Air, right? That's what, you can't sit on the charts for as long as you have and but that's nice. That's nice to have that reaction, As you say, okay, this will be the big sing-along in New Zealand, everyone will go off on this one, but then to be able to get that reaction on different tracks.
Yeah.
And that feels good. Yeah.
100%, yeah.
You are one of our biggest bands. You've got 4 songs in the top 10 on the New Zealand singles chart. What do you put that down to?
Chemistry.
Great songs? Oh, yeah, good live performance, yeah.
No, I think the chemistry in the band, that is what we've managed to harness over the years and continuously work on. There was a chemistry from day one when I met Stu and Brad, and we had that first jam in 2015. I'll never forget it. And since that moment, I knew we were onto something, and so did Brad and Stu, and then we've just been building that team as we go. Miharu came in a couple of years later. Ado came in not long after I did, and I think just building that brotherhood and that kind of chemistry is what I would put it down to. This, and then from that the songs come. You have to love it. You have to love each other and be on the same page to create the songs.
We're pretty much just best mates, just jamming out, pretty much.
We spend more time together than with our wives, so. So you know what I mean?
How do they feel about that?
Yeah.
Are they pretty relaxed about that? Or
They love it.
My missus loves it. She actually does. She's like, oh, thank God he's out of here again. Yeah.
Go to your other family.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, you've got, you seem to always have this bunch of songs in the top 10 in the New Zealand singles charts, but the charts have just changed, haven't they? And can you explain this to me? So now there's a singles chart and then there's a
catalogue
chart. What's going on here?
I think it's so bands like us stop having number one hits or something. I don't know.
That are like 4 years old.
Yeah, which makes sense. It totally makes sense.
Okay.
It's making sure new music is getting put in front of the people.
Yeah.
So that's why they did it. Yeah.
But you are putting new music in front of the people. You're putting it out every year. It's incredible. But because I was talking about that song In the Air, and that held the number one slot for years and years. I mean, that's incredible, right?
Yeah.
So now that gets moved into the catalogue slot because of it's 18 months old. Is that right?
Right.
So that's
something like that. Yeah.
So pretty much you guys in sort of 660, which are just constantly in the charts, you now rule another chart, which is a bit confusing, isn't it? Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate it kind of happens like that, though.
But then it was funny because they changed it, and then it was like In the Air was at the top of the catalogue chart, and then we're at the top of the new chart too, and it was like the system didn't work.
Well, good on you. They're trying to.
I'm trying to stay humble.
It's good to see them thinking of the new upcoming bands that come.
Yeah.
They need some light. Yeah.
It is nice to stay humble, but also it's also quite important, I think, to celebrate how well you've done, because we're not good at that. I mean, in New Zealand, we like everyone to be humble, and that's important, and we know that there's that tall poppy syndrome, but I also think that at times you guys should actually acknowledge what you've achieved. It's been pretty remarkable.
Thanks. Yeah. No, we definitely do celebrate those moments, but I think we're one band. Within the group, we make sure we push that stuff to the side. I think there was a time where it was definitely consuming me anyway as the front man. It was like, whoa, this is intense, you know, like so much incoming. And I had to learn how to put that in its place, all the success and all the stuff, you know. It was just, so yeah, it's definitely been a ride, man. But now it's, you know, with this next album, I think we kind of just put everything behind us, shut those studio doors and just had fun, you know, and you can hear it in the music.
Okay, each of you tell me your favourite song on this new album.
Oh,
I know. Give me your favourite child.
here's a look. Hang on.
It's a great album as well.
Thanks.
Good to see it's been released on vinyl.
Mine.
What?
Yeah, sorry,
Today,
you guys.
you can just pick today's favourite.
Yeah, you go, Stu.
Oh, mine's Believe.
I believe.
Yeah, I Believe. It's a
Stu actually wrote that.
it's a ballad.
Yes, Stu and Ada, we went to the studio. We're in the studio, and then about 5-6 o'clock, the boys go off to jiu-jitsu, Miharu and Brad, and I go for a run or go to the gym or something. We come back, and all the lights are dimmed, and the boys are playing this epic chord progression, and Brad's like, "What's that?" It was just so cool, and then obviously the song was born from there. But
Beautiful ballad between the two of you.
yeah, it's a ballad. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful ballad. Yeah. And then, I'll be really interested to see what our fans think of that song. What's your favourite, Miharu?
I think the first track, I have a sentimental value with Give Me That Feeling. When I first came into the studio, because I was a latecomer, that was the very first song we kind of jammed back in album 2. But
He kind of came as a hired gun to start with, and it was like, no, he's part of the band now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a cool, I don't know, it's just stayed around for all these albums, but now it's finally out. Yeah.
It was on the
Finally stuck.
Yeah. Oh man, mine would have to be I Believe as well with Stu. It's just because as a singer, singing a ballad is one of the most vulnerable things I think you can do as a singer, and I have a love-hate relationship with getting in the studio and getting into that zone of like trying to emotionally channel a ballad, you know, because it really is I'm talking to one person. I'm not talking to an audience when I sing that stuff. So I have to find that feeling in the studio, and I know with Brad, and when we're working together, I can feel when that moment's right, you know, and when we recorded that, I knew straight away that it was something special. So yeah, it would have to be that song too.
Fantastic. You're very kindly going to perform Oh No for us now, which is very exciting.
Yes, sweet.
Yes, right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. I don't know how she lives the life she brings. Crazy living on a string. No one can take her down. Make it trouble in her town. No one answers with the loving relations, and that's the price for freedom. She's taking all the drugs, she's free. Living on the ecstasy, yeah. Oh no, to set your heart on fire. Oh no, 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 no. She's gonna play you like a choir, yeah. 'Cause every man could want what every man can have. You have to break these chains to make another day. If everything we do was left up all to you, we never change our ways to make the same mistakes. Yeah. He's watching everything he sees. This time is opportunity. No one can take her hand. I love you, she tells every man. Well, she'll keep your tears to hide all your worries. Sleep with you and take all your money. Don't go with her, just have a look. Your heart and everything she took, yeah. Oh no, she'll set your heart on fire.
Oh no, 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 no. She's gonna play you like a choir. Here we go. 'Cause every man would want what every man can have. You have to break these chains to make another day. If everything we do was left up all to you, we never change our ways to make the same mistake. 'Cause every man would want what every man can have. You have to break these chains to make another day. If everything we do was left up all to you, we never change our ways to make the same mistake. Oh no, yeah. Set your heart on fire. Oh no, 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 no. She gonna play you like a choir. Oh no. Woo. Set your heart on fire. Oh no, 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 no. She gonna play you like a choir. Woo. Yeah.
And there is a slice of the chemistry in action. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, guys. Oh No, of course, is off your latest album. Best of luck in the States. I hope everything goes well in Hawaii.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for coming in. Very, very much appreciated.
No worries.
Cheers.